Hello, everyone. This is Bilal here, the head of marketing at Maison Asrar, sitting with my brothers and Mr. Kal Cologne himself, Ibrahim, my brother and the head of perfumery at Maison Asrar, and Malik, the head of sales. And we three brothers are all involved into the product development. So we're sitting here to exclusively launch what people may call the biggest drop and launch of the year, Thriller. We're really excited for this talk today to show you the truth and the honest work behind this project and how it came to life.
Yeah.
Gal,
Yes.
shall we start?
Let's do it. Thank you guys for having me. Good to see you guys again.
To see you.
This is going to be a very good episode. It's my first podcast. You guys ever done one before?
Not really, no.
No?
I've done one with my friends, just like
Yeah,
first,
It's
you know,
fun, huh?
Just for jokes.
for jokes.
We are going to get into the entire story of this project. We're going to speak about the business side of it, the marketing side of it, why we chose the bottle, everything. So you guys will know every single answer to every question you have asked me already about this project. Let's do it.
And even more,
Yeah, for
they
sure.
don't know how the story
Let's just
started.
start, guys.
Yeah.
Let's just start.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, without selling it,
Yes.
what is Thriller to you?
Thriller to me is my first introduction with the brand Maison Azar. I wanted to come out with something very, very special to me. And I feel like the scent profile that we've gone with is a special scent profile. I don't think it's been done before. It was very, very difficult to achieve, right? I think when we all went into this, we thought it was going to be a lot simpler than it was. And I think maybe a few months into the project, I realized why this scent had not been done before, because it was extremely difficult. So to me, it's just it's like my first child with the brand. So we've put a lot of time, effort, and care into this first one because we got to come out swinging. We cannot come out with a dud to start. So to me, it's perfection in a bottle.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a dot is not even negotiable.
Yeah.
You know, with Maison Asrar, especially, you know, Maison Asrar X Cal Cologne, I think this is definitely something great.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take, guys?
I think, the whole collaboration between us, Maison Asrar, Gulf Orchid, and Cal Cologne, I think everyone's looking forward to, trying the product and seeing what we've been trying to achieve. I think we are all very, very happy with what we got. The launch, which will be coming very soon, will show the amount of work that we've put in, the amount of effort, planning, all of our exciting ideas. I think they came into this amazing product, and it will show that we've tried to capture something that will make people feel related to.
All right, before we get into like the full story of this project, I would like to tell the story of our backstory because it's a very interesting one for me because a lot of people don't know this. When I had 800 followers, I'm not joking, 800, I was emailed by a brand called Gulf Orchid, and I wish we had that. We'll try find the original email.
I have.
Yeah, you should.
I think
put
it's
like
like
a
I have it.
screenshot
Yeah.
of that. Look, you can find it.
Yeah.
now.
I will show it to the screen,
And
to the people.
I remember sitting at my house and I was like, oh, wow. I was like, I just got emailed by someone. Who is this? And I'll never forget, because I wasn't really big into like Middle Eastern fragrances at the time. I had no idea.
When was that, bro? Like,
It was in, I think, May.
It was quick. Yeah,
May
it was,
or
it was,
April
yeah,
2024,
because I
right?
started,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
first
June.
posted a video in May.
June. Or,
Yeah,
I
May.
think May, June.
Yeah, it was within 1,000 followers. It was very fast.
I mean, 800 followers.
Crazy.
I've never like screenshotted a profile at 800 followers and told. So basically, what I do is
Yeah.
usually I see like I'm watching TikTok and I see a new content creator, and if I find interesting, I go to their profile and see their content basically, Well, I've never in my life thought I would be screenshotting, you know, a
800.
content creator with 800 followers.
Yeah.
I actually remember that day, you know, like we were at home. It was like pretty late,
Yeah.
going to bed, and then Bilal come in. He was like, "Oh, bro, look at this. Like, you know, do you know this guy, Cal Colon?" I was like, "Not really." Oh, he had like 800 followers.
Yeah.
Like, what shall I do? And he was like, "Look at his like videos. You know, it's like very interesting." Or like, "Okay, can we do that tomorrow? Like, I just want to go to bed."
Yeah.
And
was
then
really
next
late.
day, you know,
For
like
800 followers.
yeah, next day, I don't know, like he was maybe dreaming about it. Next day, he wake up and he was like, you know, look, he's doing. Actually, that time you were doing something for the charity.
Yes.
I just remember.
Yes.
And you were like, okay, look, you know, we need to collab with him.
Yeah.
Because he's doing something for like a charity for like I think Alzheimer
Yeah,
project.
Alzheimer.
Yeah.
It's correct.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, correct. So they were doing you were fundraising
We were gonna
money
yeah.
for your grandparents.
Yes, I was gonna set. I was and still in the process of setting up this charity. So how this happened was, you guys messaged me at 800.
Yeah.
On my end, I've never really said this to you guys. I Googled who Gulf Orchid Dubai, and the map showed the factory where their factory is. I was like, what is this? I was like, that's a no from me. And I ignored the email. I know. We're here now. I ignored the email because I didn't know what it was. And then fast forward to about 10,000 followers is when I was setting up that charity, and you guys messaged me again.
Yeah.
And you guys said, you know, it's a very special thing what you're doing. We would love to be involved. And I was like, that's interesting. You know, they're very interested. But it wasn't until Dubai when I came to Beauty World, when I got to explore all the houses. I remember walking through Beauty World and I saw Gulf Orchid, and I was like, that sounds so familiar. Because now, fast forward, this is a couple months later, I had 50, 60,000 followers, and I saw you guys sign. I was like, that sounds so familiar. Gulf Orchid, Gulf Orchid. And then it clicked. I was like, oh my gosh, that's the brand that was emailing me. And I went into the booth, blown away. I met you.
Yeah, you met me.
And you showed me a few of the new products. I was blown away. I couldn't believe the quality compared to all the other stuff I had smelt. And I've never told you guys this either. I immediately went to one of the American distributors, and I said, you guys need to go and try this because they have some really interesting stuff. And so that's how like we met each other. But it wasn't until I actually smelled your products in Beauty World that I was like, okay, this is interesting. Because I liked the fact that you guys had twisted some things. You guys weren't, and you were open and honest with it. You guys were the first people to ever tell me that, no, this isn't like a one-to-one. This is a twist. This is what we've decided to do with it. And then, I gave you I emailed back and I told them, okay, send me some stuff to my house that I'd like to try. And then that was kind of it for...
Nah, you missed something.
Which
bro.
one?
You missed.
Which one?
You ghosted us, bro.
Bilal,
sorry,
I
So I guess you checked the map.
yes.
And I don't know about your geography, you know.
Oh yeah.
We should show it on the map though.
Bro, it's Dubai.
Sure, it's-
man. Everyone knows
yeah,
Dubai.
because I was
It's
thinking
Dubai.
It's
Dubai.
Dubai, literally, like.
Ish. It's like an hour away from Dubai. And I was like,
yeah,
Dubai.
bro, it's
yeah.
Dubai.
I was like, wow, that's
Technically,
interesting.
yes.
So yeah, I mean, like, firstly, the team reached out. I usually sent the profiles, and then you didn't answer. So I was
No.
like, okay, I have to personally reach out.
Yep.
You know.
Bro, Bilal will never forget that.
Yeah, I would never
Absolutely.
forget it. Honestly,
He's like,
because like, you know, and the thing that was. I don't know if that was annoying me. Basically, is that
That's fair. That's you say it.
that your account was growing so fast.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And you guys
was
were
like-
missing it.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
no, we need to, like get him on board ASAP. And I was telling you, like,
Yeah,
this
he's
guy is
like-
growing at a rate I've never seen
Absolutely.
before.
He was like screaming, like he did screenshots for your profile
Yeah.
why it's growing.
Yeah.
He was like looking at it, like, okay, it was like 800. Now, I don't know, like 3,000. And like later on, it's 10,000. He was like,
Yeah,
bro, this guy is growing really fast. So we should get him on board. And, it just happened, like Bilal was like after that all the time until you guys clicked in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then that was it. And
yeah. Actually, I want to ask you this question. So, at the 800 followers,
I know
what
the
did you really?
Yeah,
Why
we'll
did you
see.
think
Absolutely.
Cal was special? You need to tell us.
Go for it.
I don't know. I think
Be
it's
honest.
a mix. It's a mix of things. To be fair, it's firstly once you see a video, is you see the looks, you see the style. That's the first impression you get before him talking. And once he started talking, like he had a different approach.
Mm.
He was not really fast. He was very calm. The
very
wording
chilled.
that he chose
It's like
is
it was like educational for me, to be honest.
yeah, and
wow.
it's let me put it in that way. It's really easy for like an average person to understand what a perfume would smell like.
Correct.
You know, some other creators they go into it like very deep, which is also like a good way for people that are really into perfumes. But with Cal, he was more, you know, broad, more general, and I felt, you know, something connected. Basically, I think like he's
Actually,
gonna be
you're right.
something-
You know what I also noticed from your videos, you had a fresh approach
Yeah.
to evaluating and making videos about perfumery. You are very chilled, which is something we like, and you had that calm voice, which is actually
exactly. It was nice to hear.
Yeah, it's like kind of meditation.
I like that. I put you in a trance a
like,
little
I want
bit.
to put it in meditation.
That's very
and just,
kind.
like, do
You guys are
something.
very, very
Yeah.
kind. That's very kind of you guys.
actually you were also talking about certain perfumes that are not well talked about.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
a good
very
thing,
interesting.
you know?
Yeah.
You had a fresh and unique approach, which is
Yeah.
a good thing.
I appreciate that. That's very
As
nice.
well
of you
nice
guys.
to
as he didn't talk about, you know, Middle Eastern fragrances
At
As
that
we
time,
approached.
at the
Yes.
800
Yeah.
Yeah,
mark.
because
correct,
I only had like 4 in my collection, like my personal collection. I only had 4. That time I just wasn't wearing and I wasn't educated. I didn't understand how fragrances were made in the Middle East. I had no idea that the same oil comes from the same places that we have got this product from at the time. So once I learned all that, it was very important for me to try and educate my audience on it because I think before people like myself were doing this type of content, there was I'm going to be careful here, almost like a prejudice against Middle Eastern fragrances. We didn't understand that they were safe, etc., etc. So it was very important for me to share that news with my audience. But yeah, it was a fun journey. And then
Definitely.
for me with you guys, it was mango ice. When I got mango ice, the thing I couldn't believe about mango ice was that was from your Gulf Orchid brand, which we'll get into the different brands that you
Yeah.
guys have. I couldn't believe that thing was like under $30. And I remember spraying it to what?
It's $30.
Yeah, what it smells.
$29.99.
What it smells like. And I was like, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. But the reason I'm even in this chair is because of what came from Maison Azar.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy is one of the main reasons I'm here with these guys. Is it fair to say that that product potentially, I mean, you guys had so many viral products before that on the female side of TikTok, right? Is it fair to say Mango Ice and Legacy is what put you guys on the map for men's?
For men's,
Was that like your coming out party maybe?
perhaps mango ice, I would say so.
I think it could be mango ice.
Okay.
But the whole sort of viral stuff
Yeah.
that we had, it started with the Musk collection. The Tahara vanilla
Yeah.
is still one of the most famous vanilla products
Yeah.
in the world.
All right.
It had that vanilla ice cream note mixed with the Musk Tahara,
Yeah.
which is still very, very popular. And it did make the whole Gulf Orchid, Maison Asrar brands go viral, and it did help us to
Yeah.
release more products,
Yeah.
new launches. But I would actually agree with you. The
Yeah.
Mango Ice and Legacy
Yeah.
were sort of the very first viral products that went for us in the men.
On the men's side of
segment,
TikTok, yeah, because
yes.
I hadn't respectfully, I hadn't seen any of the female Musk stuff or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It just wasn't on my algorithm. So I want to keep the audience like on track here with where we're at.
I
So
think there's a point that we've missed,
which one?
which is very important.
Yeah.
And I think you've told me this before.
What?
Weren't we like, once we reached out to you, you didn't know about Middle Eastern brands, right?
No.
So we are the brand who made you know about this whole Middle Eastern fragrance world.
Yeah, ish. You guys were the first company / first Middle Eastern brand to ever reach out. 100%. Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Well,
Thank you, Bilal,
so
for
Yeah.
far,
And it
right?
makes-
I think that's a great point here.
Yeah.
Well, it's
cannot
been a
miss
long
that.
time since like you start to know about the Middle Eastern brands. Now, like, what do you think about them? like what people think about them and what is not right.
What do I think about them? I think the Middle East is a serious competitor, and like we've seen it. Like this Beauty World was interesting. I haven't really covered Beauty World, but like at Beauty World this year, you had all of the oil manufacturers, oil houses like Givaudan, et cetera, et cetera. They had booths at Beauty World this year, whereas last year it felt like they were kind of in the shadows a little bit, you know, like they're not really associated with the Middle East. And then in the course of like a year, everyone now knows perfumers work for those big oil houses. There's been a lot of education. So I think short answer to that question is I feel like people understand that the Middle East is capable of competing on a global scale in terms of putting out fantastic perfumery for an affordable price. I hope it stays that way too. The business side of me suspects that the Middle East will one day start to charge like designer prices. I hope that never happens. I hope we kind of stay where we're at, but I could see it happening. But I want to keep the audience on track here. So for me, it was Beauty World. Now, for me personally, what happened at Beauty World was I was approached to license my name to a product. Okay. It went really, really well. The audience was receptive to, they saw my name on a bottle and they knew that I was claiming it's within 95% and it lasts longer. For me personally, I was then contacted about 4 months after that by 5 of the biggest companies in the Middle East,
Okay.
all within the space of maybe 2 months of each other. They
Alright.
all contacted me to do the same thing with them.
Like a collab.
Correct. They saw what
under
I
the
did with
name.
Tiger and they were curious to see if I wanted to do it with them. And that's when I reached out to you because of legacy.
Yep.
They contacted you. You
So
contacted
yeah,
us.
he contacted
Here
me.
we go.
I remember this video call, to be honest. I
Yes.
was in the car.
Yeah. I let the guys know that, hey, I'm coming to Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with some big fish, but I need to speak to you guys about this because I knew with legacy and I knew what I was getting sent from other brands. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I will get to it. I knew that I had to meet with the team, but I also knew that Gulf Orchid / Maison Azar is, what would you say on like a scale of like between those 5 companies that reached out to me, would you say they're like 10 times, 50 times, 100 times the size in terms of budget, all of that stuff, without diminishing the size of you guys currently? Because I want my audience to understand.
I think we can put it in a good perspective.
Yeah.
In terms of, how old the company is
Yeah.
and how old the brand is.
Yeah.
I think maybe Ibrahim can.
Yeah, actually,
help with this.
our factory started, operating in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good a good year for a perfume
Yeah.
factory.
Good
Just
luck with that.
started
Yeah.
and then boom.
Yeah.
COVID like.
Exactly. And then, in the span of 4 years, we think we built something that we are proud of.
Yeah.
Our parents can be proud of.
Yeah.
But we have been in this industry for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Our father has been in the manufacturing and in the perfume industry for 35 years. But our UAE factory, you can say, is 4 years only.
Yeah.
So we are one of the newest brands.
Yep.
So maybe it's not fair to sort of, compare the size.
Yeah.
You were saying about other brands that reach out to you.
Yeah.
For now, in the span of 4 years, we've become one of the leading perfume houses in the UAE coming from the Middle East.
For sure.
So yeah, I know you had a tough decision to make,
Yeah.
and maybe you did not choose the biggest, but I think you had your reasons.
You have
Yeah.
your vision,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're looking
Yeah.
for the future, and I think you're right. It's just a matter of time for us.
So I came out to Dubai by myself. I didn't let any one of the brands fly me out. I wanted to come by myself so I could meet with everybody independently. I met with the top 5. 3 of them made me an offer. I met with you guys on the last day, and the initial we couldn't come to terms with the initial offer. So I actually ended up signing with one of the biggest ones, and I was with them for about 2 months. And the reason I'm here with you guys is because my dad sat me down because I was getting stressed about the project. I was getting stressed about the project once it was underway because I knew that the juice was not going to get close to what we needed. But financially, I was fine. And my dad told me, he said, in your space, your name and the fragrance juice is the most important part. So it doesn't make any sense for me to make a ton of money and then release terrible products, because then that's it. That's kind of, no one would ever trust anything with my name on the bottle, ever. So I had a decision to make, and I called you again and went back to Dubai, and we figured it out on how we could make this work.
Yeah, I remember.
To be honest,
quite well.
like, you know, at one point, we just like, to be honest, like, okay, the project is done. I was talking to Bilal and Ibrahim, like, okay, what's going on? So, you know, because Bilal was the main contact between us and you. So he was like, yeah, he's already there with like other company. Like, okay, it's good, good for him. It is what it is, you know, like, let's not just like sit and think about it. Let's move on. So we just like keep going, you know, like keep working. You know, we were like developing like vision in that time and like DXP, lots of like very, very good fragrances.
Yeah.
And one day Bilal came back, he was like, oh, regarding Cal, I was like, just forget about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, there's something new like happen. I'm like, what is it? He was like, he's coming back to Dubai and he want to sit with us again.
Yeah. And that's how we are here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because thank goodness my dad sat me down with that. I think a project like this, this fragrance will go on for a long time, right? So it was very important for me to make sure that it is the best version of what we're doing. And I just knew that the other companies couldn't / don't come as close as you guys do, because you guys take a different approach to everybody in the industry. And I've been asked this a lot. I get asked all the time, why is the Maison Achar stuff so good? And the short answer is because they go super, super slow. You guys also use the most expensive oils that you can, because going back to you guys started in 2021, you guys understand that you're playing catch up to everybody else. The only way for you guys to be competitive and relevant in this space is to continuously, like when we do those videos of like, you know, let's rank the best version of X fragrance, you guys are always top 3, always. I saw a video from Aromatics where he put you guys first over his brand. And that to me said everything. That was like, yeah, this is exactly why I'm with Maison Achar. Because even someone like Aromatics gives you guys the props on when you deliver, you know? Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like the finances are great, but it's not everything. It's not the be all and end all. The end all is delivering the best product that we could. And that was under the Maison Achar umbrella.
I think also a big part, personally for me, is how easily we work together.
Completely
and how
agree.
easily we get found.
I think this is underrated.
Yeah, it's very underrated.
100%.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I
You know,
mentioned
actually,
this-
you felt like you are one of us, honestly. You know, like...
I feel like we could be cousins, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe we are.
Maybe.
Are we?
I don't know. We all got
We need to
beards.
find
and
out.
yeah.
Need to do some DNA test. And
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned that like we work together very effortlessly. So like one thing that the audience doesn't know about you guys is like your background. You guys are from Syria. You guys are Arabic, but you guys went to school in the UK. You guys
Correct.
are
British.
British.
Yeah.
So that was something like we connected on.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, I'm British too. And for me, you know, I have great relationships with a lot of other brand owners, but just they come from different backgrounds, different geographies around the world, etc. You and I are very similar in the sense of like we're the similar age, and we were raised very similar. So yeah, it was like a comfort where it felt like I was just working with my cousins as opposed to, you know, a brand owner.
Yeah, I guess, you know, we saw that chemistry. Actually, when there's chemistry, things are much easier, you know. We got along and, you know, it just felt right. We saw no reason for this collaboration not to happen.
Yeah.
There's no like strong hierarchy in our company. So decisions are are made very flexibly.
Yep.
You know, yeah, I think this made things much
Yeah, yeah.
easier.
For sure. Yeah.
So, we came up with the Maison Asrar. By the way, Maison Asrar is one brand
Yes.
under the Gulf Orchid umbrella.
Yeah.
So we came with Maison Asrar, even from the name. Maison is like a house in French. And then Asrar is like Arabic word of secrets. So like, let's come put it together. It's House of Secrets.
I like
We
that.
sort of merged this
Yeah,
identity,
so it's like,
Western and Oriental.
absolutely, and if you see like, all the designs, all the bottle designs in Maison Asrar is, like each one of them, it has a story. All of them, they are made from scratch. Like we drew them, we have like our creative team, which is like, we are the head of it. And, we have an idea, like, whatever it is, so like, okay, let's make that into perfume. Is it possible? Maybe not, but we can, we
Yeah.
can make it possible.
Yeah.
And, like talking about that regarding vision, which has the cap of Future Museum in Dubai. And, we have like a certificate from the government of Dubai to allow us use the design.
Oh, that's very cool.
Perfume bottle.
Yeah, that's very cool. I like that.
So, like obviously like what you study in university is different what you like when it come back to real life, like regarding work. So when we start in, obviously like my dad, Ibrahim told you, like he had like very, very big experience on manufacturing. He loved the sound of the machine, just like, like making the perfume, making the body spray, he just like, when he hear
It's
it,
music to his
it's
ears.
absolutely, it's music.
Yeah.
So we got there, we were like, okay, let's just start. He was like, look, if you don't fail, you don't make it. So me and Ibrahim, Bilal was like still in London. Me and Ibrahim we were like, okay, what should we do? So we started like with very small quantity of like 1 perfume, 2 perfumes. And until now, they're still there, like until now they are, let's say in the top 10 bestsellers we have.
Oh, wow.
Like it was like
start,
we
yeah.
had,
What
it
a
was
start,
like
right?
absolutely every time we look at this bottle, we're like, that's the one who made us like,
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
yeah, and then like we're like, okay, we sold the quantity. We're like, wow, okay, let's start again. Let's do more projects. We failed. Like we were not like very educated about the perfume. Like, in our experience, my dad, like he have a very big background, but like still in the Middle East.
Yeah.
It never went outside the Middle East. And it was like under another brand name. But when we started the Gulf Orchid, it was like fresh start.
Yeah.
We made some designs, we made some bottles, was like very good, very great success. And some of them, they were not. You cannot make everything and they can be like a hit. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like now, basically, you just mentioned like we are slow, like, and like, not kind of slow, like we take our time.
You're methodical about it. Yeah, you guys don't just pump out. Like I get care packages from other brands every 3 weeks with 5 new releases. It's like that's fine. That's what they're doing. You guys don't do that with
It's
Mason
easy to
Asrar.
make. Look,
Yeah.
it's easy to make. We
Yeah.
can make a perfume, like a new perfume every day.
Yeah,
The point, just like, not about how many releases you have in a year.
it's about
It's
how
about
good it
how
is.
many, they
Yeah.
are good at it.
Like this has taken us over 6
Absolutely.
months to get
Look,
to this
I
point.
would say even 7. It's
Tal,
crazy.
How many we can start with? We can start with 6.
Yeah.
Like as a first launch. Why we didn't do it?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
wanted
A
to
very
make
good
some-
question. Like
We
very
wanted
good
to make
question.
sure everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Cannot be 100%, but we took our time to perfect it.
Yeah,
And I think we did a very good job.
for sure.
together.
For
If
sure.
if it was about the money, we could have like made 6 perfume. I don't know what, like just whatever we think is good.
Yeah.
Let's just put it there,
Yeah.
different color, different names, and sell as much as possible.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because we have the Maison Asrar name on it, we have the Cal Cologne on it. We know what people are expecting from us.
Yeah.
So we put all our effort, all like your study, all your research on some perfume that it will make people like remember the Cal Cologne Maison Asrar for a very long time.
Yeah,
All right, I think we should get into the thrilling part of this conversation
yeah,
and talk about how did this project came into life?
yeah,
How did it all start? Where did the idea come from?
yeah. The juice, the most important part. Why everyone is here. I always had a vision for this potential series. There might be more. I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully. But I've always known that I would like to do multiple and really take my time / our time on delivering the best possible fragrance that we can. you had mentioned earlier that we could have come out with 5 at once.
Correct.
For sure, could have.
Yeah.
But
Easy.
that, easy to do. But it's something that like we refused. We refused to do. So this right here is such a beautiful scent profile, and we have done things our own way with it. We've adjusted the opening, but the main part is we tailored the dry down to what I have always wanted, which is a much smoother, more vanilla, more mass appealing DNA. And then the other thing is the performance on it. It's a
You wanna tell people what the dosage was?
yeah.
Is it,
What we
is it
said
secret or what?
No, we can tell them. It's we've landed on a 30% dosage,
Wow.
which and from the brand owners you heard them. Wow, because that is the most expensive version.
No, like very few. Fragrances they go for 30%. To be honest.
Yeah, but they all should be.
No, I mean, if it's 20% and it's performing for 12, 16 hours, I think that's more than enough. I think there's
It's true.
also sometimes people really ask for crazy performances, like beast perfumes, like 24 hours, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, as you say, for me
Yeah.
personally,
Yeah.
for Cal,
I
for
have to.
Bilal this
Yeah,
time,
Yeah.
I think more than 8 hours is just like honestly more than fine, because I'm never leaving the house for more than
Yeah.
8 hours. So what's the point of having?
Yeah, I agree. I think
the
I think
perfume?
products like Ombre Nomad, Oud Maracuja have like really tricked the audiences into thinking like every fragrance should go 24 hours. But yeah, we've landed on 30%. We had a lot of great versions, 22 all the way to 30%.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately we just knew that like for the first child that we're coming out with, go the strongest.
Yeah.
Go the strongest, go the most expensive, like at least put our best foot forward with it. So yeah, it took
And how many samples
that's
have
the
you
craziest.
tried?
Let's
The
run through some
numbers
stats,
of
yeah.
this are kind of crazy. Okay, 33 individual samples. Now, each one of those samples takes a week to 2 weeks to
Yeah.
do because you guys send it to me in Phoenix. I'm testing for days, and then I'm giving you guys feedback on like, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit less this. And I'm not like a master perfumer. I'm just going off of like my nose and what I can like pick apart. So 33 samples, 4 oil, what do you call them? Oil houses, oil suppliers,
Oil houses.
oil houses.
Yeah.
4 of them. Some of the biggest ones you could name. 2 huge ones couldn't get it right, respectfully. How many perfumers? More than 10?
I think probably more.
Some master
More than 10, yeah.
More than
Some
10
are master perfumers.
who have made some incredible
Absolutely.
fragrances. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some very famous fragrances. And the gentleman who's produced this for us is a very well-known perfumer who's made some incredible fragrances. So this was this was a very expensive route to produce this fragrance. And for me, that was important. I didn't want to partner with a brand that like we were going to do it and with like the business sense in mind. It was the ultimate goal of making the best fragrance in mind. So yeah, the juice is fantastic. We're very, very happy with it. We finalized it in New York. Well, we finalized it in Dubai. You brought it to New York. And that's where it was like, okay, this is it. I actually had I had a few friends who the reason I picked them is because they are notorious for being extremely ruthless when it comes to Maison Azar products. And those are the people I needed to try it. Is that fair to say?
Definitely.
Yeah. Because
I mean, you asked me about this. I was like, yeah, definitely go for it.
And I asked these people to be as ruthless as possible, pick it apart, tell me what's different, what needs to be changed. And when 3 of them could not pick it apart, done. Like that was it, because I couldn't pick it apart. And then the 3 harsh critics couldn't pick it apart. We were good to go on that. I would say the most challenging part of this was like the bottle. The most challenging part for me.
No, I
No,
disagree, to be honest. Here.
Actually,
I'll
the
say the
juice,
perfume. Yeah,
the
the
juice
juice.
is
Juices
most-
was very
most
Don't
difficult
forget that
challenge
there
to
were
choose.
6 different scent profiles at the start.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once we agreed on this scent profile,
Yeah.
actually we didn't agree immediately. We
Yeah.
had two
Two final
finalists,
candidates.
Yep.
Sort of.
which were very different.
Yeah.
and then we
Actually, some of us wanted to go for
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
other-
actually,
we had
yeah.
disagreement
we
at
had
that
this
time.
Yeah.
not big disagreement, but it's a good disagreement.
Yeah. No, so this is where I was going with this. The bottle for me was the hardest thing to collaborate on. Because what I wanted to get into, it's been such a unique experience working with you guys because there's 3 of you. It was such a unique experience versus like when I did my first one a year ago. It was just me, owner, 1-to-1. There was like not a lot of like, he kind of just let me do what we needed to do with it. Whereas with us, all of us have a difference of opinion on almost
which is
almost
a good thing.
100%.
That's why we made the perfect product.
Correct. Correct. So it's been a super interesting experience, but I think one thing we will all be grateful for is those disagreements we had, because ultimately you come to perfection. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
100%.
As opposed to just 2 people just telling each other, yes, that's a great idea. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
That's
What's your
not gonna
quote that you
work.
gave me earlier today?
Sorry.
What was the
He said
quote?
4 people better than 2.
No. If you someone's not disagreeing with you, you've done it wrong or something, or if you, what is it?
Either the product is not, the idea is not good, or the people around you are not honest.
Correct. Correct. And so we had a lot of amicable disagreements on almost
I would say just different opinions.
different opinions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. On almost everything from like me and Bilal actually wanted, what was it? Gloss black,
No, it's not the gloss black. So basically, it's the finishing
the silver.
of the writing.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
fonts. So it's just the color,
Font
basically.
color, yeah.
Yeah. The font color.
Yeah, we had 3 different options. It was
Yeah.
gold,
Silver.
silver, and then matte black.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
for Bilal,
Yeah.
I like the black ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Malik and Ibrahim, they had the silver in mind. But I understand where they're coming from.
It looks better.
It's because it's easily
more
You can
visible.
read it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
more
can read
We
it.
visible.
wanted to go as
Yeah.
a first
We
product.
couldn't read
to be
you
more
can't
visible.
read the
Yeah,
black
yeah.
one,
The
but
black
it looks
one,
sick.
yeah,
But
you know, like
it looked for me.
But
I
honestly,
say-
it looked really good.
Yeah.
But like you cannot read it
Yeah.
because it's
I
black
say
on black.
it should be maybe the second release.
Yeah.
maybe.
Why
Is
not?
there a second release?
Well,
I don't know.
No one
Who
knows.
Okay, okay.
No one
okay.
knows.
why you don't get your baby close to you and
Do you want to show
Yeah. Yeah.
them?
Pass it. Yeah. Pass it.
Yeah, go for it.
Here you go, bro.
Yeah, but I think it looks so good.
Bro, literally, this says like Cal all over it.
It does. Huh?
Yeah, I
Actually,
wanted to
look.
ask you. Yeah.
it looked like you. I mean, like, yeah, bro.
What do you mean by
What do you
that?
mean by that? Cancel him.
No, I mean, like
Maybe
you
you
all your
have to
videos.
Change your
Yeah, 'cause
chain
it-
color.
Yeah, you just
Then
need to
it will be
change.
matching.
Brother, the silver price now on the market
Yeah.
is doubled up.
Yeah.
So you should wear more silver.
No, but this is me. Like black is like my personality. I have a closet full of maybe 60 black t-shirts. My cars are always black.
Matte.
Yes, Matt, exactly. And I just incorporate it in my whole life. And I wanted the bottle to represent my life. I wanted like a piece of me to be a part of this project, which is why we chose the name. But yeah, the coolest thing about this, guys, is you'll see videos of like the manufacturing of this. I didn't even know this is a glass bottle. So under here, it's glass, but then we've wrapped it in this super, what do you call this? Soft touch.
Like a soft touch sort of feeling.
Yeah.
This gives that luxury
Yeah.
feel to it.
which out of 2,000 fragrances at home, I don't have a single bottle that has this like soft touch feel.
The cap.
I wanted,
Nice cap.
So,
Actually.
like,
What does
very
it
nice
look
cap.
like to you?
to me, it looks like a watch bracelet. To other people, yeah, like my parents have,
My
said it looks like a sort of like firearm type, like
I
a
think
that's
so.
revolver.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like a watch bracelet, which is why I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have different,
perspective.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
what a beautiful
The
sound.
noise.
That click sound.
Listen to this.
Yeah. Sound like that.
That was something that was very important to me. The cap is handmade. It's a very, very premium product. We went for the most expensive option every single turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to put a product that ticks all the boxes in terms of the quality, the
Yeah.
premium, and small details, the cap, the bottle, the finishing.
Yeah.
And the most importantly, of course, the juice.
Yeah. Like one of the most fascinating things for me is like learning the business side of this.
The quality talks.
Yeah.
And it's affordable. It's like, it's agree to disagree. They say like luxury, it cannot be affordable. And when we say it's like affordable luxury, it's mean like not accessible to everybody. what make Maison Asrar really like a definition of affordable luxury, the quality of like the packaging, which is like very, very beautiful packaging with the juice inside, and the price. Anybody can buy it. The price is like, it will not break your bank.
Yeah.
And you get a very, very good perfume for like the money you spend on.
Yeah, 100%.
I know it's that value for money. that
Yeah,
you-
1,000%.
Definitely.
And
No,
I hope you guys don't mind me telling the audience this, but this is one of Gulf Orchid's lowest margin products because we went so expensive on everything. I hope you guys don't mind me saying that.
You left us like.
I think the point here is not to make money. That's how I see it from
Good.
this project.
Yeah, you guys don't need to make money
know,
on
like,
every
it should not
project.
be expensive to smell good.
I like that. I do like that. But yes,
correct.
this is, correct me if I'm wrong, one of your guys' lowest margin products in your entire company's portfolio because it was so expensive.
Yeah, I would say so. You know, we did raise the quality to the maximum that
Yeah.
we can. And actually, I wanted to ask you about the juice.
Yeah.
How would you describe the similarity between the juice and your character? Does it reflect Cal's personality?
Yeah, it does. Because
That scent profile.
yeah, for sure. The scent profile is stunning, man. Like it's been something. The scent profile is something that have I ever told you the story of how I got the scent profile?
Not really, no.
I was in Las Vegas and I walked around.
What you were doing there?
I was on vacation.
All right.
I was for my 30th birthday was in Las Vegas and had the intention of buying a fragrance. I walked around the Wynn Hotel and they have everything like Louis Vuitton, all the boutiques there, right? I smelled 200 plus fragrances and I ended up leaving with what I left with because out of everything I smelt that day, it was like incredible. And you know, we've smelt this a trillion times now. It's such a beautiful smell. Such a beautiful smell. Would you guys say this is mass appealing? Would you say it's a mass appealing scent profile?
Well, actually, you can say it has that gray area sort of, you know, in the middle between niche and commercial. You
Yeah.
can say it's
Yeah.
commercial niche, you know. It
I w-
can
yeah.
appeal to a lot of people, but it has that niche side to it,
100%.
you know. You can say that the profile of this fragrance is that you want to wear it for date nights. You wanna. It actually smells like old, rich
Yeah.
Money.
Yes.
money.
Yes.
It's dark, it's mysterious,
Yeah.
it's bold.
Yep.
It has a character, it has a soul,
Yeah.
which is what we like.
Yeah.
And the performance is great.
Yeah.
And
But
it
this, this kind of perfume, when you walk in the room, people will stop you and they ask you what you're
Yes.
wearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
All the time. I've never worn it and not gotten a compliment when I'm out. But for my audience too, it was also my biggest fear with this project because I know it's not super mass appealing. Like when people have blind bought the fragrance, maybe 3 out of 10 people are like, it's just not for me. They're not a fan of it. But they always said they're not a fan of it because of like the opening or the dry down.
right. No,
So-
we didn't want to play it safe.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted something that is bold,
Yeah.
something that has a character, something that people will love. They want to smell like this. You know,
Yeah.
you want to smell like old money.
Yeah.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and I want to add the point on this. Usually, you know, these scent profiles with the old money, the rich money vibe, the smell. For me, they usually like have this certain harsh aspect of them.
Yeah.
But this one, it's actually quite. I find like a certain creamy aspect to
Yes.
it as well.
Yeah.
It's,
Which is
it's from that sandalwood.
yeah, exactly. Which is a really nice balance, and you know, it's like the modern. I would say this is the modern rich money kind of
Yeah.
All right.
vibe.
It's such a good fragrance. Such a good fragrance. Yeah, and we did our tweak to it, and I think we've tweaked it to perfection for me personally.
Also, the name. I think you had your own idea about the name.
Yeah.
We had some different opinions.
Yeah.
But you wanted to go with that thriller
Yeah.
name because you had something in mind.
Yeah.
It's related to an idol of yours.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on
Yeah,
that?
yeah, sure. So for me, I always feel like names on products are usually not that important to me. When I receive a bottle from a brand and it has some weird name, I usually just don't care, right? But for me, because my name's on this, I wanted the name to mean something to me. So I wanted to like pick my favorite things in life, whether it's like a family member's name or a grandparent's name.
Just to
My
make
favorite
it
car.
personal, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah,
correct. And Thriller is my like favorite album of all time. And I feel like that like vibe of Thriller is like dark Halloween type thing. So just that kind of made a little bit of sense to me. But
Actually, the opening does deliver a thrilling.
Definitely.
it does. It does.
A thrilling experience.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You know, because it has that fresh spicy, I would say, fresh spicy opening.
Yeah.
Then it delves into that more like darker, bolder sort of, mysterious aspect to the fragrance. Because, after the fresh notes of bergamot, saffron, then it delves more into the leathery, ambery sort of side of the profile.
Yeah.
Then sort of dries down into really something that you want to keep smelling.
Correct.
So
To me, it's
it
sandalwood
does
vanilla
deliver that thrilling
perfection.
experience.
That like dry down is just sandalwood heaven to me. It's so good.
Actually, I want to touch point on
Yeah.
something that you mentioned about the name. That usually it's not very important to you, but for us, I think this is something to
Oh,
talk
man.
about. This is really, really important for us.
Takes
Is
us
it?
like
Yeah.
It takes
days
us
and days
quite,
and days,
a long
just to
time
come up with a name.
because
Yeah.
we want it to make sense. We don't
Interesting.
want to just put, another name there.
Yeah.
We want it to reflect the story, the bottle, the profile,
Now,
everything.
now you know what's
Actually,
interesting when you guys say that is that must be very difficult for you guys as a brand from the Middle East, because a lot of times you guys have like Arabic names. It doesn't make sense to anyone
Yeah.
in the United States. So how do you guys like combat that?
Actually, the name, as Bilal mentioned, it has to make sense. It has to be memorable.
Yeah.
It has to be easy to pronounce. It has to tell a story.
What was the one I get
Even
wrong?
even when
There are many things.
Ruwawa.
Yeah. Rawawa is not easy to pronounce.
Well, it's your problem.
when I saw
It's
the video,
Rawaya.
I just called Bilal. I was
Riwaya.
like, just call Cal and tell him pronounce the name correctly. So actually, like I don't know, just like an example, like let's say the museum collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It
like
has
Faris Al
like
Arab.
3 names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it has 3 names like Vision, and then Hikaya,
And Helm.
and Hilm. Hikaya is a story. Vision, which is vision.
Yeah.
And Hilm is a dream. So basically, this is 3 words the ruler of Dubai mentioned when they built the museum. And it's from the writing on the top of the museum itself. So the vision behind Dubai and the story Dubai is telling the world, and the dream
that
Hilm, the dream like what they want Dubai to be. So like we chose like a name to tell the story about each perfume, even like the fragrance inside, like describing the name. So it's not very, very easy for us to choose the name, because we like, okay, even when we're choosing an Arabic names, we don't go for a difficult word like for non-Arabic speaker.
Right.
But it's still sometimes
I still
We
sometimes get
try
tripped up.
certain
Yeah,
try
yeah.
our
It's
best to
quite
make
hard.
it short and to make we go like as a we mentioned that we been like we grown up in the UK.
Yeah.
So we are like for example Hikaya, we were like how like let's say a British person will pronounce it.
How would a roadman say this?
Hikaya. Yeah. So we try to like be non-Arabic speaker and
Yeah.
try to like pronounce it.
Yeah.
So that's when we choose the name.
Interesting.
What's your favorite name that we have?
Apart from this one.
Yeah, like what's a name that you always remember?
I feel like you guys have done a really good job with your the legacy collection. What's that collection called?
that
Ro-
also
Royal.
Legacy,
That has
the
very
Royal Collection,
Exactly.
Vanguard. Yeah.
You see all the names.
It's a very
They
Western-
are like royal names.
It's
Oh,
the
okay.
Royal Collection.
Yeah. Legacy, Majesty, Vanguard, and then we have a new one coming up.
What?
Yo.
Of what? What is it?
It's Regent.
Yeah.
Maybe we should not talk about it a lot.
I
It's
didn't even
coming
know
up
about that. What is it?
in the future.
It's something new, bro.
Yeah. What does it smell like?
I cannot tell.
It smells fresh. Let's say that.
Yeah, we're
For
keeping
summer.
it for the summer.
Yeah.
So like the names are actually coming from the like royalty.
Oh, interesting. You would think, yeah, that would be like reviewers' jobs to. Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, I
So-
think a lot of people don't know that as well. That's why
because
I
we
want
just
to-
get fragrances and we just like open it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, Vision.
Legacy.
Or, oh,
Yeah,
cool, Faris
that's-
Al Arab. It smells like
Correct.
X.
Yeah, there's not a misconception, but there's a lot of things that
Behind the scene.
are actually done behind the scene to
Yeah.
make the product look the way
Yeah.
it does. There's so much work and effort and time spent behind, choosing the name, the design, the packaging, the fragrance, the bottle color, the font. There's so many things.
Yeah.
But a lot of people appreciate that, but not many people know about it. And
Yeah.
we do put our heart
heart
and
and
soul into making this.
Just for some idiot
Products.
to call it Rio Wawa.
Cor-
Crazy, huh?
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You're
Don't know
gonna
how to say
pronounce
it.
it
We
the way
should
you
show
want
the
it.
video he's
Ria
saying
Wawa.
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think this is the name. You mentioned this your favorite album.
Yeah.
It reflects a big part of your personality, and I think it does matches. It does match the fragrance as well.
Yeah, it does
As,
for sure.
Ibrahim mentioned it truly has a thrilling part.
Oh,
for
red
the
text would have
opening.
worked, actually.
Red.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. For maybe a Valentine.
No, because of the
Very good you didn't think about it.
The
before.
red. That's really yeah. How didn't we think about that? Gloss red would have made sense for this.
Red
Yeah.
glass.
Red glass.
Yeah.
Maybe later
Bro,
on
what-
for female
Shall we
version?
vote on this?
No.
It's an
That's-
X for me.
Why no
Red
red?
flag. It's a no.
Yeah.
I don't think it's suits like the
Mm.
A
whole
red
thing.
bottle.
A
No,
red
no.
bottle or
Red, the
writing?
text.
Red writing.
Red
might
writing.
Might be. I
the
remember some
jacket.
brands they have
like
like,
the jacket from the album.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
can be
Perhaps.
like a special edition.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
like
do like
limited
10
edition or
limited-
something.
Yeah,
Limited
yeah.
edition.
Yeah, sorry, limited edition.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
that's a Christmas edition.
Yeah,
for you.
maybe for Miami, you guys can bring some like limited edition bottles.
That's too
Mm.
late.
Come on,
It's too late.
call someone at the factory.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
And that was something very important to me as well in doing this project. Is I wanted to pull back the curtain for everything, like
Yeah.
show the audience
Just be transparent.
everything. Yeah, it's
Behind the scenes,
Exactly.
and all the drama that
Yeah.
went into this.
People
project,
deserve to know.
And I
Yeah,
think
for
that's
sure.
the main reason we are sitting here
yeah.
today to discuss all of these.
This whole to summarize the
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
journey.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, it's-
scripts, nothing written. Just
No,
like
off the noggin.
I would say
Absolutely.
actually, the moment when we sort of, agreed on working together,
Mm.
we saw something special happening.
Mm.
We saw the potential.
Yeah.
In us collaborating,
Yeah.
and actually, Malik mentioned we were disappointed when we heard that you were.
I went with the other company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I was-
No, we
I
wanted
was
to
too.
make it. We wanted to make it work.
Yeah.
We had to think of something special to sort of, be on
Yeah.
the same page.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, and this is like no, I can put this on my mother. Okay, before I left for that first flight, my partner at the time sat me down at the kitchen table and she said, "What is your dream collaboration? Like, how would this work?" She said, "Put
I
together."
remember.
Yeah, I have told you.
Yeah. you
She
told
said, "Put
me.
together your dream team," and I said, "It would be the Gulf Orchid brothers because we had a good relationship already at that point.
Correct.
It would be the Mason Asar juice, but it would be one of the top 5 budgets."
You
Right?
can't have everything.
Nope, I couldn't have everything. So we
2
had
out
to-
of 3 is very good.
2 out of 3 is very
Yeah.
good. But the initial one, I went with the biggest budget.
Yeah.
And then the inner feeling inside you.
I
told you
just
to
I
tell
knew,
you.
and it was amazing how my
That's
dad
good.
knew too, because every time he was asking about the project, there was no like joy or there was no like shiny eyes or excitement. It was more like, oh my god, like this is not going the way I thought it was gonna go, and like the juice was just not good. Nothing was working. The only thing that was working was the potential financial gain for
Yeah.
myself. So yeah, my dad.
I would say actually, honestly, without being biased, I think you were very brave to go with that
Definitely.
option.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
actually,
this your guys' option.
Yeah.
Or the first option.
no,
No,
with,
our-
Yeah.
Not to change your opinion.
Right.
actually,
That's very brave.
yeah, actually, because you had to think about money. That's
Yeah, for
normal in
sure,
life,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
You had to think about how profitable this project will be,
Yeah.
but then it's either like, are you following your head or you're following your heart?
Yeah.
I guess you did follow your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really hard decision because like just straight up to my audience, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that not a lot of people get. And it's something that I hopefully will still be able to take care of my grandchildren. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas with that first option, like my parents were taken care of. Everything would have been taken care of, but like my potential name would have been torched. And it's just one of those decisions where you just have to trust and hope that when you make the correct decision for the audience, everything else will take care of itself. Everything else will take care of itself.
And this is where I mentioned, we align the same values as well. And this is, I think that's why it came to life, that's why we matched together. So basically, it's all these factors together. It's the juice, and I mentioned it's also us together.
Yeah, and we've spoken about like wanting to do one thing. You guys were the only group of people to speak about charity with this project too, which has been very important to us from our 10,000 follower email. No other company spoke about doing charity work with this. That's very important to me. So yeah, it's been such a fun, like exciting project.
All right, before we ask you some, personal questions and getting to know you better, for us and for the audience, I think let's talk about where is Thriller going into the next few months.
Yeah.
And
I like it. So Thriller is like pretty much out now, available in how many countries?
Well, it's gonna be like more than 100 countries.
Incredible. Because when I first met you guys were in 35 countries.
Now we are
How many?
No.
It was under 50, wasn't it?
Well,
it was 80 plus.
80 plus. Now we're in 120, 130.
Okay, fair.
So
I take that back. I take it back.
In 4 years, and so
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So we're live in 120 plus countries, and we are planning some fun stuff, potential meet and greets, events, parties, giveaways, flying people to meet us in France to go and see like, how this is produced. We're coming up with all sorts of fun ideas that have never been done in our space before, because for me, it's super important to include my community in this. Super important. Whether it's bringing people out to Dubai for Beauty World,
it's
whether they're coming to Miami, whether they're coming to Milan with us. I want to be like more involved with my community and get them like more involved, even more so than like we're already doing right now.
Correct. They
Definitely.
deserve it. They deserve
agree.
to see like the process, how it's
I
done.
love this part of making perfumes actually.
Yeah.
Is just to get the feedback and connect with the people and see how they feel about the product.
Yeah.
And we're just
It's exciting.
yeah.
It is. And like one of the things I want to do is like do like a fun entry to where like 20 people will be involved in helping us with the next one, to where I'm sending you guys samples of like, hey, what do you think of this? I want to make this like a community experience for my
I love
audience.
that.
You want to
It's
connect
all
with
about
the
the
people.
community,
Correct.
about connecting with people, because
Correct.
we're making this for the people.
Correct.
Exactly.
And then that way, if it's not a good product, like we can blame the people.
I mean, exactly. We're making this for the people, and I wanted to mention this earlier, but I missed it. A big part of for example, making having a great atomizer. With in the end, an atomizer is gonna spray.
Yeah, it's gonna spray the juice.
It's gonna spray the juice.
Yeah,
but the people love having
For optimizer check.
They
Here we
love
go.
to have a cap that clicks.
Yep.
A heavy metal cap.
Yeah, or a magnetic cap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a sleek looking bottle. So
Yeah.
that is why we are doing this, to connect with the people, give them what they want,
Give the people
and we want to see how they react in person.
Yeah,
And
I
we
agree.
want to get them involved perhaps in the next projects.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever been done before.
Absolutely. It's
For
an amazing
any
idea.
perfume company on earth, to where they have incorporated the final end customer into the development of a project. And if we can be the first group of people to do
Very
that, it's like a
easy.
dream come true for
Listen
me.
to them and
Yeah.
do what they want.
Yeah. It's going to be such a fun journey for, I don't know, maybe 1 to 5 releases. I don't know. But it's going to be something different that no brand has ever done before.
Yeah. I
And if
already
you
have
see
some-
other brands copying it, they heard it here first, and that's why they're doing it.
We are in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I
Yeah,
have some
let's
great ideas.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Alright.
do it. Heavy hitter questions. Let's go.
All right. So
Yes.
my first question
Yeah.
is, and I see this with many creators actually. Some creators get a lot of criticism And I want to know, how do you, Cal, how do you deal with criticism, or let's say hate? But I don't want to call it hate.
Yeah,
but
no, it
more
is. Sometimes it is. It's a good question. So when I first started, even up until like today, okay, I was gonna start and say like, oh, I've learned to cope, blah blah blah. It still affects me every single day because it's tough. It's tough to read terrible things about yourself. The worst for me is like when my parents will see it. You know, my mom's like, hey, I saw this comment. Mom, just like leave it alone. But I've just come to like the point of like, when I use this analogy, if we took, so on average, I'm super thankful, lucky to do 5 to 10 million views a week. Okay. Let's call that maybe 2 million viewers a week. If we took 2 million people outside and said, what color is the sky? A lot of people would say blue. You would get little pockets of arguments about like the shade of blue, etc. When you're dealing with perfumes that are so subjective, and all four of us in this room have very different noses, very different tastes, it's impossible to please everybody or for everybody to agree with what I'm smelling. And I think the more I just remind myself that it's not possible to have everyone on earth like me or agree with what I'm saying, that's how I kind of like deal with stuff like that. It's just not possible. But like my focus is on my community. That's all I really care. If like someone's not following me and they leave like a stupid comment, it's like whatever. But like when I see someone's following me and they give me criticism, I always try to reply to that person to have like a mature conversation about what they're saying. But yeah, for the most part, it definitely affects people. But it's just the nature of like what we do. It just is what it is.
But have you ever read a comment and thought, okay, this has gone too far. I might have to quit.
Yeah,
Did
just
it
like that's
did
it.
it
I'm not
ever
gonna go anymore.
make you feel like, why am I doing this? I mean,
Like you
there are-
regret doing it.
there are a
Yeah, there
lot
w-
of hateful comments. You know?
There was one moment, not to where I was like, I'm not going to do this, to where I was like super shocked at it. It was when I did a charity sale and we raised $20,000 for kids and we purchased jackets for them for the winter. There was another creator who made a video and that was like calling me and the website I did it with like scammers. That was just bizarre to me because it's like like I understand people getting upset with like subjective noses and a difference of opinion, but I was like how was this person sat down and made a video calling me and the website a scammer?
Terrible.
But we put 1,000 jackets on kids. That was the weirdest, like, but it was also good. It was also a good learning lesson actually, because you could put 1,000 jackets on children and you're still going to upset somebody. That was a really good lesson for me to learn actually. So no matter what you do, whether it's, someone having a difference of opinion to you or putting 1,000 jackets on children, someone out there
Cannot make
is not
everyone
going to be happy.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you just have to keep on pushing.
I mean, you only can do so much. You
Yeah.
cannot please everyone, obviously. But I love that. We always think about the community.
Yeah.
We have to give back.
Yeah.
You have to do good. You
Yeah,
can't,
for sure.
You have to. You get some. You give some.
Yeah.
You have to give back to the community.
Yeah.
These values. I think we share a lot of values.
Yeah, for sure. I always say like I always want to give. I want to give back more to the earth than like I took from it, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a win for me as a person.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, and I think for me personally and my brothers too, we learned this from our father.
Correct.
Definitely, I think like since day one, and many people may not know. Back when we were kids, actually, he used to bring us to the factory as well.
Oh yeah.
And we used to work while we were quite young, just to learn.
Yeah.
Just disclaimer, that's not child labor.
No, that's not. Yeah.
Okay, for everyone.
It was like
watching.
during the summer, like
Yeah, during summer after you
all our
finish your
friends
school.
they
Yeah.
go like I don't know, like to vacation,
Playing,
play
whatever.
You guys were
football,
working.
Yeah.
Not working.
No, but you guys were learning.
We're doing activities,
Yeah.
but also
I can
Yeah.
say it. I can say it for my dad. My dad had me child labor for sure. Like my dad owned a restaurant, and it was my favorite thing in the world to do. I was his main dishwasher.
Oh wow.
10 to 12 years old on the weekends, I used to go and work.
But did it not help you?
100%.
Exactly.
I mean,
100. I loved the hustle of it. But should I tell you that like one of the fattest things I've ever done in my life is he used to offer me money, and I was like, nah, I don't want money. I just want a steak. So he'd pay me in steak. I should have known that
Amazing.
I was going to have some issues. In
I mean,
my
we were
future.
not getting paid. We didn't get the offer.
Yeah,
For me, I didn't get the offer. I don't know about you
we
guys.
didn't even get steak.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I was saying, I remember my father always, getting involved in charities. And
Yeah.
charities always coming to the factories, and just wanting to give back. And this is where I got it from, and I believe this is where Ibrahim and Malik did get it from as well. And I am happy that we share the same value here.
For sure. And we have that email from 10,000 followers expressing like how
Actually,
important.
I think it's less than 10.
Yeah, I think so. It is.
Yeah, definitely.
It is. That was a good question. I like it. What else you got?
Cal, there's an important question
Yeah.
that we need to ask you.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that after our collaboration, you might be biased towards Maison Asrar Gulf Orchid.
Oh yeah.
So how can you make sure and how can you assure your followers that you'll stay true?
Yeah.
And when you review one of our products, you will say the truth.
Yeah, that's for me. That's a very easy one. I learned how to deal with this with my first collaboration. For me, it's as simple as if I don't like it, I'm just not going to speak about it. So whatever I do end up liking and speaking about, whatever I'm saying in the video is 100% truth. I feel like I've gotten good at being able to review fragrances, even if I don't like it. Like I just reviewed a fragrance of Arabian's Tonka. I can't stand Arabian's Tonka, but I can still review the like inspiration or whatever you want to call it to Arabian's Tonka. So yeah, for you guys, whatever you guys come out with, if I like it and I think that my audience would like it, I'll cover it. If I don't like it,
I'm gonna talk about it.
I'm not gonna
and
talk
I think
about
this is what's already happening.
Yeah, well, Bilal, as he's like head of marketing. I'm sure he have like a big experience about this. Like, I want to ask him a question, to be honest, because like you brought this up, like talking to influencers and dealing with influencers across the world.
Yeah.
Like they have different taste of perfumes. Of course, not everyone gonna like the same perfume.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with it? Like when you send them a new release,
It's
like
quite simple.
Yeah, dealing with criticism.
Is it fair to say that potentially both of I just thought of this as you asked that question. My biggest like PR disaster moment and yours was tied to the same product.
Okay.
For vanilla.
I will answer it in two parts.
Yeah.
So basically, with what Malik said is actually it's quite simple, to be honest. So usually we send PRs in different ways. So usually sometimes we send a few products together, and sometimes we send one product on its own. If it's a new release, once it's few products together, I send it to the curator. And I ask him, please tell me your honest opinion about the products and let me know which ones you want to talk about. If, for example, I sent one product of 3 and this is one was my favorite and I wanted them to promote that, but they didn't like it, I'm like, more than 3, bro, it's okay. No need to worry. Talk about the other products that you like. And this is how it should be. It's subjective. I cannot force him to like something just for the sake of promoting it.
Yeah.
It does not align with the values again. And in regards to what you mentioned, I think maybe it's just also now recently there's this certain narrative that can be pushed from the start, which is out of our control, and people may think it's us, but it's not us. It's just how people react to different products, and that's totally fine. It's just different opinions, different subjectiveness, and it's quite simple. You just have to deal with it the way it should be done.
It's perfume,
and that's being honest.
Like 100. Tell me a perfume everybody like.
None, literally none. I've never come across one. And
oh yeah,
no, I mean there was people who said stupid stuff. For me too, like one of the best things about fragrance content creation is it fuels the algorithm so heavily because it's so divisive. You can literally people will argue about anything in the comments, whether it's Creed Aventus, people will say, I don't like it. Then people will argue, how could you not like Creed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a super interesting field to be in, but yeah, that's exactly how I deal with your guys' stuff. You guys just send it to me. If I like it, I'll speak about it. If I don't, I don't.
But actually, what a lot of people don't know is that they don't know how we, as the brand owners, how we react to criticism. actually we take it on board.
Does it hurt your guys'
Absolutely.
feelings? Okay, genuine question. Like, ignore the cameras really quickly.
Yes.
I would say Vanilla Aura for you guys. So many people loved it. So many people did not like it. Does that have the ability to like hurt your guys' feelings as people?
No,
Absolutely not.
No.
You know, when we made it, like we know this is not for everyone. We absolutely know.
Yeah.
We still went for it, and we still went heavy on it. Like, you know, we actually, for Vanilla Aura, we made like the most amount of bottles we ever done, because we know this is gonna be like a big project.
Yeah.
Either it's gonna go or either way. But you know, the point is like it's perfume. You know, like you can go with the safe option, but if you don't take a risk, you don't become number one.
Yeah, true. But so like you guys as people don't like lose. I would struggle to sleep. Like if I like, if this launches and it's controversial like Vanilla Aura, I will lose sleep for sure.
You know, you cannot, as Bilal mentioned,
Yeah.
you know, you cannot control the narrative.
Yeah.
So, and
I can't. I'll fight you, motherfucker.
you know, you will be watching
Yeah.
review videos of people reviewing
Yeah.
your product on
Yeah.
TikTok, on other platforms.
Yeah.
Some will be good, some won't.
Yeah, for sure.
But you just have to take it on the chin and move on.
Yeah.
You know, if there is some improvement that can be done,
Yeah.
we normally do.
Absolutely.
We take
That's
it on
good.
board.
You know, that's
You
good.
know, improve and move on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know, like regarding Vanilla Aura, my wife and my sister, they sent me a video of a negative review.
Yeah.
They were like, look, I was like, yeah, you know, that's what make us like improve. That's what make the brand goes like better and better, you know, because you need to take the negative
Yeah.
and turn it to positive.
Yeah.
Very easy. And if you go like crazy mad about it, you know, you're not going to go nowhere.
Interesting. Yeah, I've always wondered how that like affects owners when we as like content creators just like blast something.
So basically it's one perfume you make, and then it goes to like 120, 130 countries.
Yeah.
There's no way everybody gonna like it.
True.
Does it
What's
reflect
your-
Cal? Actually, it reflects your personality,
Yeah.
the person who you are. I think they will see that in the juice.
Yeah.
They'll see that in the bottle.
I hope so.
So yeah, you will
I
see.
hope so.
I mean, we have some perfumes that I don't like personally, you know, and I wouldn't wear. And I believe
That's
the
so
same.
interesting.
Of course.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Of
yeah,
course, you know,
because
as a
obviously the
business
si-
owner
yeah, yeah.
or like a product developer, you know, like you cannot make everything you like. 100%.
Wow, that's
You
interesting.
will also
You know,
have to,
yeah,
you will
that-
also
that's
have to make
absolutely
what people like.
yeah,
Not only you.
Yeah, yeah. I've never thought about that from like
No,
your
yeah,
guys'
yeah.
perspective.
This
that
is
you
quite
guys,
tough, you know?
that you guys release stuff that you don't like.
I mean,
well,
there's a different way of thinking about
Yes,
it.
not-
It's me
not that-
personally.
Yeah.
I may not like it, but
Yeah.
Ibrahim made.
It's still a good product. It's just not for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
that's-
saying.
you know,
that would be a
usually
tough
like we
one.
are us three. With dad, we are four. So like, you know, if it's like 3 against 4, like 2 against 2, if it's 2-2, you know, we do like where, you know, like the research and voting, you know, and when we make like focus group,
Yeah.
usually when it go like 3 against 1, so we go with it. It doesn't have to be liked by everybody.
And also, like, we cannot forget the whole evaluation team under Ibrahim.
Yeah. They do like a big job.
Yeah, in the end, you know, I think Ibrahim has the say in terms of the perfume and the juice.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes me and Malik, we disagree on it,
Yeah.
but we trust his, you know, instincts. How would the market, you know, react to some certain perfumes that we don't like?
You need
Because
to do like
he's the head of perfumery, and in the same time, Malik head of sales.
I need to
he
sell this
knows.
product.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like actually Ibrahim, he does like lots of testing when we choose the perfume. You know, like is it like gonna affect your clothing? You know, like when you spray on it.
Yeah.
Like the IFRA, you know, like European regulation. You know, like US regulation. You know, like so many things you have to test before. Like okay, we go like yeah, that's the perfume we're gonna do. So like he can tell us more about it.
Yeah, actually, you know, there are many boxes that a certain profile have to tick. You know, the performance, the longevity, the top notes. You know, is it outdated? Is it modern? Are people gonna like it? There are so many aspects, and you know, we make sure, we select something that people will love.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want something that people will be proud to wear.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Sometimes, in a certain product, we smell it together and it's, 2 against 1. Well, I finally go with my opinion. Sometimes you have to.
Bilal, take
Sometimes you
notes.
have to trust
I mean,
your
it is what it is.
instinct.
We
Your
just said
gut feeling.
democracy.
And yeah, you don't have to always release or launch what you like, what you really like. Otherwise, we'd be launching something that no one's really gonna. Because I can like something that is heavy, people will not like it, and the other way around. So
Yeah, fair.
we have to have that right balance.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever do that. I don't think I would ever do that for this project.
What do you mean? Like release something that you wouldn't like?
Even
not.
no,
Of course
hold
not,
on.
yeah.
Even if it is like a smart business decision. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I would ever do that with this one.
Well, you have to use your head as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
not only your heart.
Yeah.
You know what's very difficult, like for a perfume, because like let's say you are in a perfume store. When you spray the perfume, you have like the first 5-10 seconds to decide if you're gonna go with it or no.
Yeah.
But like it might be after it's cooled down, it's like turned up to be like one of the best perfume.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for having me on this. Thanks for organizing this.
Great
This was
to
a
see you.
very,
Absolutely amazing.
very cool experience. I hope the audience got some like knowledge or insight onto how this all came about. But yeah, genuinely from the bottom of my heart and on like behalf of my audience, thank you guys for doing what we did with this. I know in my heart where this is going to go, and we've created an absolute thriller of a product. But yeah, Thriller is out now, and stay tuned for everything to come, whether it's the giveaways, whether you're coming to Dubai, whether you guys are working with us on the next launches or, anything like that. So this was great. Thank you very much.
Great to
Awesome.
have you.
Amazing, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you so
And
much.
congrats to you guys as well. Like this is
Thank
a
you so
very,
much.
Yeah,
this is
actually,
very
teamwork,
cool.
no?
It's from
Yeah.
people to people.
Yeah.
That's all about.
Yeah.
I actually want to thank you as well for, taking us on board on this
Yeah.
project as well.
Yeah.
And want to thank your audience as well, because I
Yeah.
think they're a huge part of this.
Yeah.
And a huge part of this project happening actually.
Yeah.
Because they do also align hugely with Maison Asrar, and that's the
For
huge
sure.
part of the reason
They love
that
you. They love you guys.
went
Yeah, I
with
think
Maison
many
Asrar.
times actually Cal mentioned, oh, my audience wouldn't like that. My followers
Yes.
wouldn't like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's why
also
we made
took them on
33
board.
try to
33
get
samples.
this.
And let's not forget about the slight hype that we created and all the comments that people mentioned.
Yeah.
They all think that it's gonna be Maison Asrar and
Yeah.
Cal Cologne.
They knew.
They guessed it.
People know.
People
All
know.
right.
People know what's
It's
going
the
on.
destiny.
It was out
Yeah.
there.
Well, all right.
Lastly, I
guys.
just want to say big thanks to our dad and family for supporting us and for being here.
Yeah.
And you met dad a couple of times.
Yeah.
So he's there for us.
Amazing.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys. This
All
was
right.
great.
Thank you guys for
Thank
watching.
you, guys.